Hey y'all. So we are going to be taking a look at Litha and Talamis, season and ahead. So with Litha, right, we're coming out of summer solstice on June 21st, and we are sitting within the watery well of our own emotional cores during this time. This is very much about self-reflection, right? If you think about it, in the northern hemisphere, we are in a time of Litha, which is very watery and really sitting with our emotions. But then at our counterpoint in the wheel of the year, those in the southern hemisphere are at the time of Yule, aka Christmas time, which is also a time of reflection, just through a different lens. So no matter where you are in the world, whether it's northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, Litha is very much about really sitting with how you feel from a place of reflection and non-resistance, being willing to sit with whatever arises from a place of stillness. It's really about the emotions, the emotional core, without necessarily taking any steps or trying to figure out how to fix anything or alter anything or how to shift one emotion from, one thing to another. It's really just about acceptance of the emotions as they currently are and really sitting with those. Sometimes doing so can lead to questions, right? Not necessarily questions that lead to answers either. Sometimes it's just sitting with our emotions and having questions, which then spawn other questions, which then spawn other questions. But it's a really beautiful opportunity to really live in those questions and consider the aspects within us that are emotionally charged from a place of curiosity and non-judgment. So that's why. Then we move into Lammas, which is a time of getting ready to reap that harvest, honey, for even that comes in November, right? It's toward the height of the summer season here in the northern hemisphere. It's very warm. We're kind of, winding down the end of summer. And a way it becomes more intense heat-wise, but we're kind of, taking a look out to autumn going, okay, well, the harvest is coming, so let's just slow our roll a bit and just really be grateful for what we have, where we've been, our experiences up until this point, until we go into the autumnal equinox in the following month, which begins our wind down towards the end of the year, right? And remember, this is around the time where we're getting ready and gearing up for the days to begin to shorten in length in a really noticeable way. So it's interesting around that time of equinox and going into the autumn time that it's sort of like one last abundant hurrah, where we're going, yes, like this is wonderful. This is where there's plenty of fruit, there's plenty of veg, there's plenty of food. Everything is in abundance. We even have an abundance of time. This is usually when we have time from work off. School is usually not in session. It's a time where we can really sit down and really appreciate taking things a little bit more slowly and also, sharing that joy, sharing the sun, being at, its height in the sky and giving us warmth from a place of excitement and joy. Because it's an exciting point as well, because when we are just before the autumnal equinox, we are coming up to the harvest and the holiday season and going back to school and all of those things. It's an exciting time because that's also, a time of year where we have a lot of holidays and there's an aspect of like, okay, it's like a fresh new start within a fresh new start, right? We're ending the summer, we're going back to work or back to school, and then we're going in through a time which leads to Samhain, and if you're in America, Thanksgiving, and Yule/Christmas, and New Year's resolutions, and the New Year, and all of these things. So it's kind of like let's just relax and really enjoy being where we are as much as we possibly can before the rest of the year unfolds and we're back into the groove of a lot going on. So this is really such a beautiful, very special time period where we are not just asked, but encouraged to really move a little bit more slowly and be exactly where we are from a place of pleasure, right? In the southern hemisphere, with that Yule energy, we're asked to move more slowly, but from a place of introspection, right? But this is really about pleasure, really enjoying being outside, feeling the heat, enjoying the downtime and enjoying the time before things really rev up and it feels like a bit of a speeding train into the end of the year, and then we're into a whole new year. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm really going to enjoy this time because I know what's coming. There's a lot to be excited for, a lot of holidays coming up, but the food is plentiful right now. The harvest is going to be coming in, and I really can take this time to just enjoy, sit with my emotions as they are from a place of curiosity and non-judgment, and just soak in the sun and the energy and the stillness. It's kind of those, lazy, languid days of summer energy around I and so it's such a treat. It's such a beautiful time period to be within. And with that being said, I'm wishing you all such a beautiful Litha and Lammas. I really love doing this series, relatively new series, where we're looking at 2 months ahead within the context of the wheel of the year. Because if we can be aware of what nature is doing, the cycles of nature within a wheel of the year context, then that empowers us to really work with that given energy and get more out of it. As a result, just like they did, pre-industrial revolution, when we align ourselves to nature's cycles, we have a more fully embodied and enriched and empowered. I'm really excited to keep sharing that with you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this Litha and Lammas. Hey Geminis, let's go ahead and take a look at what your animal energy is for this Litha and Lammas season. I will say, I did a meditation for you, and it was short but sweet. I saw the image of a pink elephant, and then I saw the image of a starfish moving onto the pink elephant's forehead and staying there. So pink elephants represent emotional memory, healing, history, and really emotional health and compassion. Of course, elephant medicine is very much about, remembrance and healing. It's kind of like a 3 of Swords / the Hermit energy. It's also known as the way clearer or the gentle remover of obstacles. So I feel like there's something to do with your emotional core, emotional wounds, or something related to the heart that feels like it's clearing, it's healing, it's opening up in a way where you're able to align to new potentials of love and emotional experience, which is beautiful. Now, the image of the starfish is lover's energy, you guys, as Gemini, which is about love-based choices. So I feel like there's something in this for you where you have the potential to make more love-based decisions than fear-based decisions, which is opening you and aligning you to potentials that you've not before experienced, which is beautiful. It makes sense for this season. It's a very watery Ace of Cups season, right? So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. What is the animal energy here? Oh my God, I just got shivies. Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy to see this. So we got the buffalo here. First of all this pink, I'm here for it. So buffalo energy equates to the Fool, right? The Fool, it's a brand new path. It's fresh steps forward. It's taking a leap of faith into your future, knowing that it's all going to work out within your highest and best good. This is such a positive energy. Now, aligned with this Buffalo Fool energy, Buffalo medicine is very much about physical, monetary abundance. So this could be work opportunity. This could be financial windfall. That King of Pentacles energy is someone who is so wealthy and well provided for that they're able to turn around and help others. So I do feel like you were coming into a certain sort of either a greater sense of financial stability or financial opportunity. And that feels really, really good, aligned with the Fool here. Now with the lightning here, it's interesting. So we're going into, in the Northern Hemisphere, into this, summery season. And it's interesting because I said it's very watery, and then we have the lightning here, but it feels like this is coming at a time where it's aligning you for the rest of the year, meaning what happens during this time period is going to be an influence that's with you and sets you up for the rest of the year into autumn, because that King of Pentacles is kind of winking at me energetically, and he is associated with autumn. So it's like there are things coming to you within this time period where it's going to allow your autumn time to be incredibly abundant. The autumn time, September 21st, is when we start reaping that harvest, right? That's when we start getting back all the seeds that we've sown, and they're bearing fruit, and we're enjoying them, right? So it's really interesting here with that buffalo energy coming in and kind of winking at autumn. So I really like this for you already. Let's see what's going on. What's going on for Gemini? Oh, whoa, you guys are not playing around. Y'all ain't playing today, Gemini. Will, wisdom, and mind. This is stunning. Do you see all this imagery here? This is this is the major arcana of all major arcanas within the Akashic Tarot deck. This speaks of your destiny coming full circle. By the way, I said King of Pentacles, and then we have a crown right here. We have fire, water. We have all of the elements represented here. This speaks of your path coming to a point of completion, where you are closing out certain soul lessons and cycles and coming into a brand new era. This is the universe going, you are finally coming to an end of certain cycles, certain tying of loose ends, certain completion points that are aligning you for the next thing. The fact that this is coming up and you have the Fool here, I feel like it's the Fool energy, but the influence of the Fool, or the way that the Fool is showing up energetically, is as the King of Pentacles. It's the Fool wearing the King of Pentacles outfit is what it feels like, right? So this is like, well done. Well done, you, Gemini. You are closing out certain cycles. This could be, a poverty mindset that you are finally overcoming. Maybe you grew up with that kind of poverty mindset, or, learning or watching your parents and not having as much, just as an example, right? Going out the King of Pentacles energy here. And then you're finally coming into a time where you're closing out those certain cycles and you're able to attract abundance in a different way because your mindset has changed. This is stunning. But you are closing out cycles and reaping the rewards of new paths ahead. This is will, wisdom, and mind. Is that not like King of Pentacles all day long? Will, wisdom, and mind. This is you. Oh, I feel like there's this sun just came out and it's casting a glow over this whole reading. And I feel like the universe is saying to you, well done. You are being brave. You are moving forward. You are closing out cycles and being open to new ones. You have finally done it. It feels so good. This is really significant. I have to tell you, it feels amazing. This card never comes out. I don't think I've ever had this card come out before. Just so that you're like, and this experience with me, like that is not an arbitrary key that comes out all the time. Like that, oh Lord. Wow, Gemini. Look at this. The Queen of Roses. This is so beautiful. So this is similar to the Queen of Cups, but the Queen of Roses is special and unique because, first of all, it speaks of summertime, which we were talking about, at least in the Northern Hemisphere. It's a beautiful aspect of, it's not just like stopping to smell the roses, but it's really appreciating that life is meant to be enjoyed from a place of present moment and appreciation, right? But the Queen of Roses, when she comes up, this is saying that your personal relationships, especially ones that involve your heart center, so romantic relationships or familial relationships, they are going to be thriving. Roses are in bloom, honey. Like that's what this means. Queen of Roses like gives her influence and goes, love first, everything else is second. How beautiful is that? She's also very emotionally balanced, I will say. So there's an aspect of that as well. It's really stunning, Gemini. You could not have more positive energies here. It's so beautiful. And I feel like it's been, a long time coming in a way. God, and this symbol here, it's so, this is karmic. This is karmic. What can I say? It's karmic. There are certain karmic relationships, ties, or belief systems that you have closed and ended, which is you could not manifest to your highest potential until you did so. And now it's just whoosh, open. Oh, Lord. Look at this. One of Forces, the Akashic Field. Do you know what this is? You're like, no, can you tell me? The Akashic Field is the field that you walk into and manifest whatever you want. When you got the Akashic Field, this is the Ace of Wands, right? The Akashic Field is about you walk into this field and you have a karmically clean slate that you can literally, you've tied up all your loose ends. You can manifest whatever you want now. You've closed out your certain lessons in your soul cycles and your karmic situationships. It's over now. Now you can have whatever it is you want. Well done. This is like another level. Do you see how this is storyboarding? You see how this is storyboarding? I'm also really drawn to the fact that the Queen of Roses here is holding up a rose. I'm hearing that lyric, a rose for your past. I just got shivers. It's a Johnny Swim song. It's called Paris in Noon is the song. I'm hearing it for you. Paris in Noon. And there's a lyric in there that by Johnny Swim that goes, a rose for your past. And you guys are Gemini, but part of your birthday season is in Noon. So it's just really, and the noon roses, it's really beautiful. See how it's like a rose for your past? I feel like you're going to have a deep appreciation for the road that you have been on, everything that didn't work out, everything that was difficult, everything that, got you to where you are now. You're going to be able to give a rose to your past and go, thank you for everything. I can appreciate now on the other side of this, how those experiences made me into the person that I am now and aided in my own soul development. Because ultimately, we are here to develop as souls. This is the school of life. And you are graduating into a new energy where you can manifest newness, new things. What? Gemini, this is, I'm completely covered in shivers. This is amazing. Woo! Let's get some advice. I can feel empathically, I feel emotion around this for you. Because it's not only healing, but it feels like something that is such an integral part of the human experience that your given collective at this time is really able to release and heal and tie up these loose ends and move into a brand new, complete field of potential. This is the field of potential. It feels emotional. It feels like the heart is just like, it feels very emotional in a really beautiful way. Let's get some advice. Oh, God! Stop! The Lovers! This is you. This is Gemini energy. Were we not talking about the Lovers in your meditation? By the way, remember when we said that elephant, the pink elephant we saw was part of your, represented the past and past pain and healing that? And the Lovers came in the form of the starfish on the elephant's forehead to say like love-based choices over fear-based choices. And then we literally have the Queen of Roses like in her pink brilliance with a pink crown on, looking to the past. Good Lord, that pink elephant with the starfish, hello. And then remember how the elephant is the gentle remover of obstacles? This is like, I'm telling you, this is going to be the most significant chapter of your life that you have had in quite some time. And I'm so here for it. The Lovers is your advice. This is very simple. Love-based choices. Make love-based choices and enjoy this time. Enjoy this time. This is basically saying, when you get this as a Gemini is your advice, thank you for being you. Like, that's what this is. Like, you do you. Like, it's so, this is the most amazing, wonderful, and I don't even want to move on from this reading because it feels so, so good. It feels so nice. Also, the aspect of this moth here and then the two snakes and the two scorpions, this speaks of great healing and regeneration. It's really, really beautiful. That's your advice. You do you. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Ooh, let's get an oracle. I'm feeling like the ancestors oracle. Let's do it. Whoa. Okay, I think we got a hint about what's coming up here. So we got ruler, leadership. So what's really interesting about this, but are those dragons? She's wearing like a dragon diadem. It kind of looks like Khaleesi a little bit from Game of Thrones. Anyway, leadership, ruler. What's really interesting about this is that, remember how we were talking about closing out certain cycles and then being open to, this vast field of potential of what lies ahead for you? I feel like you are going to be called to challenge yourself and step into potentials of new heights out of your comfort zone. But it feels really positive. But if you're going to manifest on this new level, then it's going to require you, it's like that saying that, your greatest potential exists outside of your comfort zone. That's what this is. Ruler, leadership, right? This is really amazing. Also with the dragon energy here as well, dragon medicine is very much about seeing yourself and others clearly. It's kind of like a justice key energy where everything is balanced and fair and exactly as it's meant to be. I feel like you are going to be called to go to new heights, to take on bigger positions, more responsibility, be more in the spotlight, be more, right? You even be expanding your family, or you might be, again, taking on a bigger responsibility at work or pushing yourself to new heights. But there's something where if you've closed out the one level, then the homework's going to be a bit more advanced. And that's what this feels like to me. But it makes perfect sense because you're not going to go backwards. Like, you've reached this happy, place where you can manifest what you desire. Enjoy this time. I feel like this is a nod to what's coming ahead for you outside of this time, I'll tell you. I feel like they're looking off to the future. I feel like this is linking you to the autumn time. Okay? Really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful, Gemini. I'm sending you so much love and blessings. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please let me know in the comments below because I love, love, love reading your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you so, so much for being here. Thank you for blessing me with this reading today. And most of all, as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.